Hey, it's Whitney. Welcome back to a live video. This one is a really special one because I'm doing a recipe demo live, of course, from this book I'm so excited about. This is the brand new Wicked Healthy Cookbook. It just came out by my friends Chad and Derek Sarno and their other brother. They're amazing chefs, and this recipe book has completely blown me away, so I wanted to do a live video. And I also need a little bit help. So I enlisted the support of two of my favorite plant-based chefs, Jason Wrobel and his dog Bella.
Hey, Bella. She's the sous chef.
Oh my goodness.
She's the muscle bone sous chef.
She's also vegan. And Melissa, whose last name I would definitely mispronounce. How do you pronounce your last name?
Glashevsky.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not proud of that one. But her brand is called Forkin Plants, or Forkin Plants, I should say.
Whatever you want.
So we are actually all connected in one special way. Jason and I met Chad Sarno years ago when he was really involved with this incredible plant-based cooking certification program called Ruby. And Jason and I have taken Ruby. Melissa is also a graduate of Ruby. And so Ruby really taught us each how to develop take our plant-based cooking knowledge to the next level. At least for me. Jason actually went to cooking school. Did you go to cooking school as well?
Just Ruby.
Okay. So we all come from different levels. I don't consider myself a chef. That's why I wanted their help. And to be completely honest, I'm kind of hoping that they're going to do most of the work today, and I'm going to focus on kind of directing. I have a film production background, so I really like directing and producing. So you'll see a little bit of them. We're just going to have fun, make this recipe, show you how easy it is to make. If you're watching live, you can ask questions. If you're watching the recording, put it in the comments. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. But thank you so much for watching. And we're going to go through this video with this recipe in real time. The only thing we've done so far, or they've done, I should say, they have, will you tell me about what mise en place means?
Yes, so mise en place is just a fancy French term for everything in place. So that means basically you chop the onions, you strip the garlic, you get everything ready so that you can assemble it and create the dish. So,
and you learn this in Ruby, so if you
yes.
actually want to take your cooking skills to the next level, or just preparation, you can actually do this with raw food as well. So I don't like to use the word cooking all the time because some
preparation.
Yeah, food preparation skills. Ruby really teaches you knife skills and things like that. So we got to give a shout out to Chad for introducing us to Ruby. That's how we first heard of it. And anyway, so that's what they've done. But besides that, everything else is going to be real time. So they've done some of the chopping and prep, but we're going to show you how to assemble everything to make this recipe. And we haven't even told them what recipe it is.
Oh, that's right.
Will you show them?
All right, so it was a pretty heady debate on which recipe we were going to do.
It was, because I've tagged
look at this.
a ton of the recipes.
But look at this. Look at that recipe. It's spicy coconut corn crack. Super, super amazing. Super sexy. It looks like a spicy, creamy corn chowder. Like, obviously a fancier version.
And I love the description, too, because it said, Derek actually served it to the executive board at Whole Foods Market. He used to be part of their team, and it was one of their all-time favorites. So I read that description, saw the photo. It looks like a fairly easy recipe.
Yes,
so
and really tasty.
We decided we had to make this, and I think the other thing about this that's nice is that you can get these ingredients in pretty much any grocery store.
Yes.
Some of the recipes in this book are pretty fancy pants, which is cool if you want to do that. A lot of them are simple too. So look through the book and find one that you think looks delicious, has ingredients that you can get, and feels, comfortable for you to make.
Yeah.
So this one feels like a great one. And corn is in season. We're coming into season, right?
Summertime's almost
with the
here.
Summer. So we're going to use frozen corn, but you could use fresh corn if you'd like. And I feel like this recipe is very versatile. You could have this any time of year, depending on when you're watching it or want to make it. So shall we begin? We're going to start off with some of the, what?
I lost the page for a second. I was like, whoa, which tab? Because there's like 50 tabs.
Okay, if you already have the book or you're ordering the book, this recipe is on 158, page 158. It's called the Spicy Coconut Corn Crack.
Yes.
Because apparently it's really
addictive
and delicious. And we're going to begin with a step, and then we're going to chat as we're going forward. So the first step, Melissa, would you read off what the first step is?
So the first step Put the potatoes and garlic in a medium sauce pot with water to cover.
Have you done that part yet?
No.
Okay, Jason.
We're not prepared.
How about I do it? You guys have chopped, so I'll jump in. So we're gonna put all these potatoes.
Yes.
Can you tell them quickly? Was there a special technique to how you chop? I mean, what's cool about this is you chop these, right?
Yes.
I don't think I could chop potatoes quite this well. And so you learned this from Ruby?
Yes.
That's impressive. I'm going to show you a little
And Jason
close-up,
needs some tips,
actually,
Yeah.
from this camera, which has the nice close-up of it.
Look at that
These are
sexy
nice
close-up.
looking potatoes, Melissa. Well done.
Thanks. I like a good start.
You know,
Okay.
I think the secret too is like is trying to intuitively figure out from a mouthfeel perspective for a dish what works, right?
Okay, which pan are these going in?
This one.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll do
So when you think about it, right, usually about a ½ inch dice for a soup is good because if you put giant chunks of potato in a soup, it's going to be too much for most people's mouths unless you're like me, who's the love child of Steve Tyler and Mick Jagger. But you want to
Wait, you have to show them a visual of what that means.
Right, so I don't really worry about like chop size or dice size because I can fit large, cumbersome objects in my mouth.
Eats
But
the whole potato.
I eat the whole potato. But you really want to think, of course, about flavor. Flavor is always the bottom line, but mouthfeel and texture, I think, is also important to consider when you're chopping your vegetables. You know, go on the medium side in most cases. You know.
Good to know. Okay, what's
And
the
watch out
next
for the
step?
dog because apparently she wants to be with this recipe.
Of course she does.
We can't
So,
step on you.
We put the potatoes and garlic in the medium sauce pot with water
Okay.
to cover them.
To
Oh,
cover
we
them.
didn't do the garlic yet.
Yes, the garlic
Jason,
is here.
will you put the garlic in? I'm
Yes,
gonna switch to
now-
the close-up.
Now, here's the cool thing about that.
So put it right there.
The
where
garlic,
you can
I've
see.
halved the garlic. I've peeled and
Please
halved
show
it.
them what the halve means.
Yeah,
There's
so...
supposed to be some reserved though, so hold on.
Okay.
Oh, there is.
Well, in step 2, we add the reserved garlic.
Oh.
Sometimes it helps. This is a good lesson to read the entire recipe before you
I
start
will put a
making
few.
it.
I'll put a few aside
Okay.
because I actually did
Good to
extra
know.
garlic.
See,
So-
this is why doing a live recipe shows the reality. It's not always as easy as like a 30-second video shows.
Yeah.
There's a few steps,
Like
even
a
with
tasting
with
video.
really experienced chefs.
Yeah,
like
this ain't Food Network or YouTube. This is real life, ladies.
Okay, so you
It's
put
in
the
the
garlic in the pot?
Yep, garlic
Okay.
and potatoes.
Great.
And now
And
we're gonna fill it
then-
with filtered
Oh,
water.
wait, let's get a close-up of that because we have the fancy camera. So, go right ahead.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, he's got some filtered water. This, it's a little awkward, but yeah. Okay, so you fill it up to when?
Just to where it barely covers the potatoes.
Okay, great.
Yep, because what we want to do is we want to cook these, boil these for about 15 minutes until the potatoes are fork tender.
Nice.
It says so they slide in and out easily.
I mean, that's that's a way of saying fork tender.
Oh my
I
god.
wouldn't want that to be too difficult now, but would.
Okay. And what's next after that part? We're gonna boil it for 15 minutes, right? That's what it
Yes.
says. Okay. So the next step 2 in this recipe. Actually, there are only what 4 or 5 steps.
5.
Okay, so it's,
Well, 5 is
this is
fine.
actually really simple. Once you chop things up and you assemble them, it's pretty simple to make, right?
Yeah, here's a pro tip also. If you are strapped for time and you don't want to wait for this to boil, you can actually put the lid on while things are coming. Once it comes to a rolling boil, you can take off the lid and let it do its thing. But since we're live here, I'm going to put the lid on just to accelerate the heating process.
Smart. And step 2 starts with meanwhile. We are going to take our time and kind of chat through this process. So the meanwhile step looks like it wouldn't quite take 15 minutes, the full 15 minutes that this is going to take to boil. But we'll start on that and we'll chat away as we're doing it.
Right now?
Yeah,
Let's do
exactly. So what's meanwhile? Will
Okay.
you read that?
In another medium sauce pot, saute the onion over medium heat with a splash of broth to prevent burning.
So
Got
if you could put some of that over here for camera 2.
Oh, Baku, no.
So in explaining them what you're doing
So
there.
I have one medium white onion that I've diced here. Nothing fancy, just like a regular dice. So I'm going to add all of the onion to the sauce pot. And then I have a little bit of organic vegetable stock. Now, a point of note, vegetable broth is a different taste and consistency than vegetable stock. Whereas the broth is usually like the vegetables that are cooked and blended together. Vegetable stock is where they remove the vegetables and you basically have flavored vegetable water. Like stock is kind of like vegetable infused water. Broth is a different animal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of veggie stock, a tiny bit, not too much.
Because we need some of it for the recipe.
Right, but I also want to make sure that the onions, I'm going to take some creative liberties maybe with this recipe and make sure they're a little bit charred, browned, because when you caramelize vegetables, it infuses a different level of flavor. You're excited about these onions, aren't
somebody
you?
is really excited down there. What's going on there, Bella? You excited?
Now, whenever possible, I like to use wooden utensils, just because, I don't know, to me it has a better feel than like metal utensils. I don't know, it's a personal preference.
It's better for your pans.
It's better for your pans.
And yeah, just
For a second I thought you were going to say it's better for your pants, and I was like,
Well,
that too.
yes, if you're into that thing, you know what I mean? If
you're excited about this. You don't like that spoon.
So here's the thing. So I've noticed that. Yeah, pick her up. She is an adventure dog, and she loves being in the kitchen when people are making food. And I don't know why. Maybe she was a chef in a former life, and she lived a really good life, so she got reborn as the cutest French Bulldog in the world.
Yes,
Can we do a close up on her face?
Yes.
Yes. Look at that face.
Oh my gosh! You can follow Bella's story on Jason's Instagram.
Oh, my mom's on the feed
yes,
tonight.
She is.
Oh, yay! Hi! So many beautiful friends. Who's on the feed? Pat, Gia,
Yeah, let's say hi.
Mom,
Let's acknowledge some
Thomas,
people.
Graham, you guys, hi! Welcome. Thanks for being with us.
And somebody said you have a very nice kitchen.
Thank
I
you.
know, you were excited. Okay, so next step, we've got saute the onions.
I am sauteing the onions.
And then what happens?
And then when that's done, you add the rest of the vegetable broth.
Okay.
And bring
The
it to
stock.
boil. The stock, yes.
Yes. Okay, great.
And
But we only started with 2 cups.
We can measure that out. So
Yes, and
how
why
much-
don't you
how
measure
much
that?
is
Will you measure in front of
2
this
cups.
camera?
It's 2 cups.
2 cups minus the splash you put in. So.
It was a very minor splash. It was a very minor splash, my dear.
If you are watching live, feel free to ask any questions. We are here to have fun, to answer.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, we are doing the spicy coconut corn crack out of the Wicked Healthy Cookbook. If you're just joining us.
Yes, if you're just joining us, you actually can rewind. And I want to say hi to Barbara, who joined. Thanks for
Barbara!
being
How
here.
good does this look?
I know, we're so excited. So, yes, you can always go back if you just joined. You can watch the recording of this at any point. You can share this. We'd love that because we're trying to spread the word about this cookbook. So you get to know us, you get to know the cookbook, and any questions you have about cooking or veganism, plant-based eating, we are here to help. So we want to make this as interactive as possible. Feel free to just share whatever, ask whatever. We're here for you. All right, so what was going on? What was a little conversation happening over there?
We were debating over what to do with the garlic in here, and we're actually gonna.
Okay, did we put a timer on or no? You did.
Put it in at like 7:09.
Okay.
So.
See, okay, I want to know for you two, when do you use a timer? Because I'm very like by the book. I would put a timer on either like my devices, like a watch or a phone, or sometimes I use the one on the stove.
I like to live on the wild side.
Okay.
The only thing that I personally will time out every time is baking.
I thought you said bacon.
Ba-
I keep mishearing
baking.
things. I didn't think my hearing.
Yeah, it's bacon. It's bacon. Which is a funny, real quick story. I'm going to not name this person unless you guys want me to, but I was going to possibly chef for a celebrity in New York when I lived there, and they're like, yeah, he's raw vegan, except for once a week he eats bacon. Are you comfortable making that? And I'm like, what? Am I comfortable making him bacon once a week? No. But he's raw vegan the rest of the time. Who will go unnamed? Who will go unnamed?
Yeah, how did you know that?
So I turned the gate down.
Okay, so you're sauteing the onions.
Yes, onions are being sauteed.
And then we're adding the rest of
And
the
then we add the
vegetables.
rest of the vegetable sauce, bring to a boil.
Okay.
And then we add more garlic, corn, coconut milk, pepper, salt.
We also have Barb Ivory here, which is a really nice name. Okay, so if you...
You know what I think I'm going to do, guys?
Yes.
After these are done sauteing, I'm actually going to add them to the larger stock pots.
Okay.
Simply because I'm looking at the volume we have here, and it's going to make life a whole lot easier. So
How many servings is this?
Well, that's a good question because it says 6 to 8 as a side or 4 to 6 as a meal with a salad.
We are having this as a meal. We do not have a salad prepared.
We have no greens in
Yeah,
this
so
dinner.
I think it's going to make 3 servings for us, let's be honest.
There's leftover poke in the fridge.
Okay.
We can
Vegan
have
poke.
vegan poke,
From
yes.
Sweet Fin, which we
Yeah.
love.
It's delicious.
Will you explain? We thought we might be able to just do this with 2 pots, but it is nice to have others on hand. So when you're deciding to buy equipment or what, not equipment, but kitchen cookware, yes, thank you. It's helpful to have a variety of different sizes. I love soups. I don't make them super often.
Honey.
Oh.
But I didn't mean to do that, but it just worked out that way. So I've always wanted a big soup pot. I've actually repurposed my stovetop pressure cooker as a soup pot. That works very well. But Jason has a whole collection. Is this Cuisinart?
It is. It's the Green Gourmet.
Green Gourmet. We'll link to it in the video if any of you are interested in looking into that.
Yeah, so it's a mineral-based enamel coating rather than a Teflon nonstick, which is what makes it eco. This is a 6-quart.
Excellent.
It also fits my cat.
So he's literally sat inside there, and then of course he washed it out, but
What if I did?
The cat crawled into this warm soup pot. It wasn't actually. It was like after Jason had cleaned out the soup, and it was still kind of warm from soup. And
His
his
fur
cat
was all brown afterward.
Oh, it was very cute. There is a photo of this somewhere on the
Instagram.
internet. So yes, so we've decided maybe 3 pots is helpful, but you could do this in 2 pots. You might be able to do this in just 1 pot if that's all you have, but it's probably going to take you longer to cook it. All right. So, yes, thanks, Oren. I'm playing around with some new Facebook Live software. I'm very nerdy like that. And we have 2 HD webcams, and I set them up on tripods. I'm using this cool software, and I love getting all techie. So, Oren asked Jason and Melissa, what is the healthiest pot to cook in, from your opinions? Oh, wait, can you let them know what you're doing, by the way?
Oh, yes. I am just simply transferring the sauteed onion to a larger 6-quart stock pot.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add 2 cups of organic vegetable stock.
So let's do that. We'll answer your question in a moment, Oren. Let's start with the next step. So you have measured out. You have the stock measured out there, and then we need to add in the reserved garlic pieces. So I'm actually going to bring the other camera over, if I can, to give you guys a closer look into the action here. Let me switch it up a little bit. Whoa!
Whoa! That was like the part in the movies when they're in the fighter plane and the fighter plane does a barrel roll and everyone's like, whoa!
Okay, so
2 cups of organic vegetable stock going in.
Great. And then next, we're adding in the reserved garlic, right? What's next? Bring to the boil and then add reserved garlic pieces.
Actually, you know
Right?
what I want to do?
Yeah, eventually we have to take the garlic out of the potatoes, and we were thinking maybe that's what they meant. You put the garlic you're taking out and then put it in there.
That makes sense.
But it's a little confusing because it said meanwhile, so we thought we could do them both at the same time.
Right.
But you can't if you're.
Oh, that's a good
garlic.
point. Okay, well maybe we can add in the other ingredients until that's finished
Yes.
going, because we have like 5 minutes left of that.
Of the potatoes.
Okay.
Potatoes.
So,
And then we
let us know when that's boiling. In the meantime, can you answer Oren's question about what's healthiest?
Oh,
what
yes.
healthiest pot to cook in, and
Yeah,
what the reasoning is?
So the two brands that I like best that are the healthiest. If you can afford it, the best that I've seen is a German brand called Silit. It's Silit. It's made in Germany. Super durable. Like, this is the kind of cookware that's going to last decades and decades. But again, it's made from what I understand is almost like a ceramic mineralized enamel coating. So again, it doesn't have any PTFOE, no Teflon, no like weird stuff that's going to leach and poison your system. So Silit, again, Silit, if you can find it and afford it, is the best I've ever used. A tier below that is the Cuisinart Green Gourmet. Those are the 2 brands that I like best.
Okay, we will link to those so it's easy to find. And Melissa, do you have an opinion on this?
I use Cuisinart.
Okay,
Cuisinart for like everything.
Great.
I love them.
do you have the same like panzahitas or a different one?
I don't have that one. No.
Okay.
I go to them.
And then this pan, did you mention this one already?
Oh yeah, this is also Cuisinart.
Okay, great.
That's
Beautiful.
more like crock pot style.
I love that.
Yeah.
I thought it was
That
a
one.
Crusette.
And we also have, yeah, that's what it looks like. Doesn't
They
it?
copped La Crusade style. La Crusette, Croissant,
La Croix, La Croix,
La Croix.
whatever.
We don't know.
All right, we also have Ani who's here.
Hi, Ani.
Hello,
What's
thanks
up?
for joining us.
Okay, so
Are you ready to add in vegetables?
Yes, I
So
am.
Melissa, if you could, we'll wait on the garlic because we have a few more minutes that the potatoes need to boil. It's really fun standing here and telling people what to do.
She's good at it.
I highly recommend this. Having multiple people that you're cooking with, and then you can kind of sneak away and be the one to just like read. But actually, don't you find it's helpful? Because going back and forth reading and cooking, it's nice to have somebody read out.
Yeah, maybe you should stand in here and tell me what to do in the kitchen more often. Because I can just focus on the cooking and not be
If that means I get to spend more time with this French Bulldog, I'll take it. Or you could also have a child do this, like a little kid that knows how to read. Like that'd be a really good family activity.
That would be cute.
You know, just have
You're
them
the
read
designated recipe reader.
Yeah, and that way they're not going to burn their hands on the stove. Okay. So, Melissa, if you'd read it off, then or I can read it off. Either way, I'm gonna do the camera work. So okay.
I'm seeing spots because I just fixed the light.
Okay,
It's
so
hard to read.
okay.
Okay, so we added the remaining broth and we're bringing it to boil right now.
Yes.
And then we're going to add the garlic,
Okay.
1 bag of the corn, which is approximately 2
So we're
cups.
using frozen corn from Trader Joe's. It's an organic one. They have a few options. You can get organic frozen corn in a lot of places. So we'll just pour one of those in there. Then what comes up after that?
And then we add the coconut milk, the hot pepper flakes, salt, pepper, and ginger.
Okay, great. So you pour that in. Looks good. And then coconut milk.
Yes.
So the whole can we also have from Trader Joe's. That's a can of organic coconut milk, which is also fairly easy to find in many grocery stores.
You ready for it?
Go for it.
Oh,
Ooh,
You need to scoop it out.
We need a. Oh!
Fun.
She's like, I don't need no spoon. Don't need no
Oh
spoon.
man.
That's what the
so
Ruby
gross.
training will get you.
Confidence in the
She's
kitchen.
understanding the give point, like, right?
This looks
Right.
Jason, that was a little.
Weird.
Yeah, that was.
I know. I'm weird.
Oh, God dang it.
Oh yeah.
Bella,
be
don't
careful.
eat the pepper flakes.
Oh no! Oh no!
She's like.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that. Okay. Well, yeah. Don't eat pepper flakes on the ground, Bella.
This looks so spicy.
It is.
Do you think we should put in the full tablespoon?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes. We should.
Okay.
It's too spicy. We can't eat this. You're buying us dinner.
Okay, I got half a tablespoon.
Yeah, half a tablespoon, Jason.
You ladies can eat. I know.
Okay. All right, so that's the half a tablespoon instead of the full tablespoon. So
Because
it's
it's
to
a little
you can
different.
modify the recipe as needed. Next, we need some salt and black pepper. So it says how much salt? 1 teaspoon sea salt. So
No, don't eat
we
that. No.
Will you show Jason?
Why would you
I mean,
eat
show
that?
the camera this cup.
Show them what?
That. So Jason, will you tell them a quick about the Celtic sea salt?
Yeah. So regular like Morton's iodized salt is actually stripped of all the mineralization. So what you want to do is always make sure you're getting a really mineral dense sea salt or Himalayan salt. I really love this brand just because of the flavor profile is so wonderful and their sourcing is really clean. So I like Selena Naturally. That's who makes the Celtic sea salt.
Excellent. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do a teaspoon of sea salt.
This already smells so good.
Yeah, it does smell really amazing. Oh look,
Oh yeah, you got activated.
you're getting more.
Please don't eat more of that pepper on the
Says
floor.
you're talking my language. Okay. So we got the salt in there.
With black pepper.
How much pepper?
Actually, let's
It says half a teaspoon ground black pepper. So is this something that you would eyeball, Jason? To be honest.
I usually eyeball
Yeah.
spices.
Me too.
I feel like at this point I don't know. I feel like I have an intuitive understanding, and even when I like grab things, I sometimes don't even measure dry ingredients because I'm so used to like what my hand can hold volume wise. I mean, my hand is like a cup and a quarter, cup and a half. So I know if I just grab a mound of something, I'm like, it's a cup and a quarter. So as professional chefs, like we do eyeball a lot. We do.
And when you do try to measure it, this is what happens. You spill it everywhere.
That'll teach you to be exact.
Okay, and then the ginger. So we have some fresh ginger, freshly
Yes.
grated.
If you want to
With a
grab that with the bashing
teaspoon.
shop, yeah. Oh, I
So
gotta sneeze. I got hot pepper up my nose.
That'll teach you. Okay, we don't need that. So this is a half a teaspoon of grated ginger, and this is really cool. It's called a batch and chop.
Yeah.
Will you
Or
tell
a cutting
them
board
about this?
scraper. Yeah,
I call it kitchen scraper.
so rather than just like grabbing stuff with your hands that's small, like chopped or diced ginger or onion or garlic, this is just really easy to get it all in one fell swoop. It just makes your life easier.
What do you think, Bella?
Nice.
I just poured that in while I was saying hello to Bella. Yes, you're very cute. You're very cute. Okay, and then last we need to get the potatoes out and get out the reserved garlic, which is probably going to taste amazing.
So let's grab a fork and like do the
Slide an in and out test.
do the fork test.
There's moments where this sounds very sexual. If you were just joining, welcome.
This is a family program, everyone.
I'm Whitney, Jason, Melissa. The three of us are doing a recipe together. To be honest, I'm not doing much of the work. I'm doing the camera work and looking at the dog. So that's Bella, the French Bulldog, who's a rescue that Jason just adopted. And you can always go back to the beginning of this video to watch the whole recipe. We're doing this in real time, so you can see how long it would take, any mistakes that we're making, and learn a little bit about the process along the way. So it's hot, perfect. I'm a little jealous. I love potatoes, so I
Now we
can't
need the
wait to
strainer,
have
yes?
some of those.
Yes.
Okay. So back to the little camera view. I look very red. Do I look as red in person as I do on camera?
No.
Yeah, I don't know why I look so red today. I'm not. I look like I'm sunburned or something. Okay.
Ooh, this is going to be a lot of action with the pour here. I'm just letting everybody know.
What's that mean?
When I pour off the potatoes, when I drain the potatoes, it's going to be a lot of action.
Okay.
Like steam, baby, steam.
Oh,
Ready?
you have like a little facial?
You guys ready for action?
Okay, so pour it away from the computer.
Yes, but I don't want to do it on there because that's clean.
Okay.
So. Oh no, it's dirty. Okay.
And Cheryl, you just got a compliment on your plant-based T-shirt.
Thanks.
Where did you
It's
get
beat
that?
by beat.
Beat by boot. Beat. We love
Beat by
beat by
boot.
boot. We love beat by beat. Yum.
It's also a reversible shirt too. The other side says vegan.
That's cool. That's actually
Living on
brilliant.
the
Leave it to
dangerous side.
Jackie.
Woo.
Jason, will you show off your cool oven mitts too? Didn't your mom give them to you?
Yes,
She's probably
this-
still watching, and I think she deserves some attention.
Yeah, my mom is an amazing gift giver, which is where I think I probably get my love for giving gifts. So she got me personalized J-Row oven mitts, which you can see have had some good use there. A lot of baking.
Because this one, I got a little burnt one time, and I've lived to tell the tale.
Who do you think
So-
you are, Mr. Rogers?
Vegan
Okay.
puppet show coming soon.
Okay,
Whew, look at that.
that looks so good. I just want to eat those plain.
Sometimes, can I just tell you guys a secret? Sometimes all I want to do is eat like plain potatoes or plain rice.
Mhm.
Like that's all I care about.
Same.
Okay, so got this on the
Wait, we're
camera.
not putting them in there.
Oh, wait, what are we
Garlic.
doing? But where are the potatoes going?
I don't know. Back in the pot?
So we're bringing that corn mixture to a boil
Yes.
and simmering for 5 to 8 minutes.
Yes.
Then
So you
you're
just scoop out the garlic? Is that what
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, interesting. I wonder what that technique would involve, and if we're just imagining. Do you think this is...
Oh, I've done worse in the kitchen.
Okay, so he's scooping out
Well, I
the
think we
garlic
only had to
pieces
scoop
one
it
by
out.
one.
if we were going to put it in there when we first started that.
Thanks, Chad.
I think it's Derek to
Thanks,
blame.
Derek. God.
Derek's name's on it.
Yeah, Derek signed
Derek.
it, so I think that means he's responsible for
Derek.
this weird instruction. Whatever, Derek. You don't
Whatever.
have to do this.
So then we remove from the heat and let cool for 20 minutes before blending.
Oh, so
Again,
we,
if you're
So
new
you don't
to
have
this
the potatoes
video,
now.
we blend the potatoes
this
later.
is from the Wicked Healthy Cookbook. It is written by two phenomenal plant-based chefs. And I find it a little intimidating. That's why I enlisted the help of these two because, yeah, I don't know if I would make this on. I probably would make this on my own, but I'd probably be like a little like less professional about it.
Oh, at the reserve.
Even though I too have taken the Ruby plant-based professional course, I'm not as into the professional cooking as these two
Oh,
are.
at the reserve potatoes, yes.
Anyways,
Okay, so
back to the
that's-
camera work.
So we blend it and then we add the potatoes after, so the
chunky.
potatoes stay chunky.
And extra corn to be chunky. And the bay leaf.
Okay, can you explain to them what you just decided to do?
Yeah. So what we decided to do is we are going to simmer this for what, 8 minutes?
Yes, but it's probably been like 6.
So 2 more minutes on that, and then I should talk like I should just wear these in public so I can be like, no, you're going to listen to me.
Bella's like,
What we're going to do is we're going to blend the soup mixture in my blend tech, and then we're going to add the potatoes and then more of the corn later, so that we have a creamy yet chunky texture for the final soup. That is the decision, and we are sticking to it.
So
Right.
Laura just said that we're making her hungry. Who wants to take responsibility for that? Oh, I didn't know it got so blurry.
I will.
Oh, there we go.
Who?
Who's taking? Who's?
Derek.
I think we should blame it on Derek.
Derek, blame it on Derek.
Typical Derek. And then Oni says that they love the collaboration.
Yay. I think I feel like we're going to do more of this soon because with the new, she's trying to bite my foot. Somebody's impatient. And Sherry had dinner too. She's a vegan, guys. So she is a vegan dog, right?
Listen,
Come on.
listen. You want some attention? I'll give you attention. Okay, so what's next? Do we have to wait?
No, just about another minute.
Okay.
After the corn mixture is done, we're supposed to let it sit for 20 minutes to cool.
I think
Oh,
we're
but
going to wait.
we're almost
gonna
done
do
with
that.
this, right?
Yes, we're going to wait till 7:33 because it feels nicer. That's a nice rounder number. And then we're going to let this cool down.
And
then
we'll
we're gonna-
talk.
And we'll talk. And then we're going to transfer it to the blend tech and I'll blend it after you guys. And show you my blending technique with hot
All right. I'm going
liquids.
to put this camera down so I can pick up Bella, so she stops barking as much. She's
Activated, as they say.
she's a dog that. Hi. Yes. Oh.
You are not only the
want some
producer, she's the
attention.
certified dog handler.
I am. That's the best job. I just wonder where all that red light's coming from.
Well, we're still figuring out the lighting in this kitchen because you get.
Yeah, let's take that
Let's
down.
take it down.
We put up like a towel.
Ooh, that's better.
Ooh, that's so much better. I no longer look sunburned.
It smells so good now that
Oh.
fresh
Yay!
air.
Fresh
Yeah.
air. Talk to myself more.
All right, 7:33. What happens now?
We'll turn this off.
Yes. And we're gonna let
And
it
then
cool
drip
down
it.
for like 10 minutes. The recipe says 20 minutes. I think 20 is optional. We're gonna let that cool down for 10 because what I'm gonna do is transfer that, like I said, to the blender, and then show you guys my towel technique for blending hot liquids and not destroying the kitchen.
What is your perspective, Jason and Melissa,
Yes.
on? And can we get that cable? Move this cable. What is your perspective on putting hot liquids in the plastic blender?
I think if it's certified BPA free, which is bipolyphenol A, then I don't think there's as much of a danger of things getting leached into the food. But you want to make sure, and most blender carafes these days, like Vitamixes, Blendtecs, I think Ninjas, but don't quote me on the Ninja, but I know Vitamix and Blendtec for sure are BPA free. How do you feel about it?
I don't really do it that often, but I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no BPA. I'm totally into it.
And you could always use an immersion blender too.
Yes.
So you could.
We were going to use an immersion blender, but somebody holding a French Bulldog forgot to bring it.
Luckily, I actually have 3 blenders in this house. I have an excessive amount of blenders for a single man.
We can each blend our own
An
bag.
excessive.
But if you had to choose, which one do you think is the?
I use the Blendtec 99% of the time, simply because it has more power than the Vitamix, and it has a flat blade, so I never cut my finger when I'm washing it. The only thing that I personally feel that the Vitamix is better for is when you're making instant ice cream. That's when you're taking ice cubes.
You know, as you do.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, every Monday.
But yeah, making instant ice cream is a lot easier in the Vitamix because you have the tamper.
What qualifies as instant ice cream? Like
Okay.
blending bananas?
Yeah, so if you were to take frozen bananas, you could literally take a little bit of coconut milk or coconut milk ice cubes and banana and some superfood powders, and you would put it in the Vitamix, and you would basically use this tamper to beat it into submission and make instant ice cream.
Well, you could use the twister jar in the Blendtec. It just doesn't, work as well. Okay,
Doesn't work
got
as
it.
well. Try it.
Melissa, Vitamix
I've
Blendtec.
actually never used a Blendtec. So
Well, you're
I'm a
about
Vitamix
to, girl.
You about to
I
girl.
love the tamper too for acai bowls at home.
Same thing.
You're a Vitamix
Same
girl?
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a ninja girl and then got rid of
Ninja
it.
girl. Well, you know, Derek Sarno, who co-wrote this Wicked Healthy book that we're making this recipe from today, in case you missed that. He has a phenomenal hot sauce sold exclusively at Whole Foods, I imagine, which I think Jason has, which is called Ninja Squirrel Sriracha. Named after a squirrel. No, honestly, Derek is a squirrel whisperer.
He lives in Portland, and he has, I think, a tribe of squirrels that he cares for.
This sauce is really, really good. Highly recommend. And actually, I think this book has a version of that sauce. So if you don't go to Whole Foods, you don't have one nearby, you can actually make it from scratch in here. It's almost the exact same. Did you know that?
I didn't know
He's
that.
got that recipe in here.
Do you have it marked with one of your tabs?
I don't think I do, but I'll find it. Because it'd be fun to make
It's so
that.
good. This is honestly my favorite.
Look, there's
hot
a squirrel too. It's like
My
that part in
favorite hot
Up where the
Squirrel.
I'll find. Oh, here's one of them. I don't know who this is. If I were to guess, this might be the squirrel Mildred.
Aw, Mildred.
Very sweet
What did
squirrel.
Mom say? I use my Blendtec for frozen banana ice cream soft serve.
See?
Oh,
See,
Brian's
Jason?
here. Brian Patton's here. What up, Brian?
Yes!
Good to see you. Sexy vegan in the house. Yeah. Sexy
Oh, here it
vegan.
is. Okay, if you get the book, the Wicked Healthy Cookbook, on page 276, you can make homemade badass sriracha. And Derek tells the story of Ninja Squirrel Sriracha. Sriracha. I don't know, it's hard to say.
Sriracha. Sriracha.
This is
Sriracha.
like one of my weaknesses. I'm not a ninja when it comes to pronouncing words like this. So, okay, where are we at?
We're gonna have no potatoes left.
Stop. We're going to have to cook
There's
more.
a danger.
You can make more potatoes. if
There's
you
a
need to.
danger in prepping a recipe and you're hungry.
Yeah.
For
We're
you
all
guys.
very hungry. I'm sure
So-
you're hungry now. We feel your pain.
So we'll do a mukbang afterward. Well, actually, I think we should do that. So what we're going to do is we're not only going to finish the recipe for you guys and show you the final version, but we'll mukbang it
Yep.
and do a live taste
Love it.
testing and describe to you
This
what we
is
are
great.
feeling.
Okay, I want to vote, though, a show of hands from those of you watching live. Should we do the mukbang as part of this video, or should we do a separate video and have them two things, the recipe and the mukbang? In case you're unfamiliar, that's when you eat food
And
while
talk about
talking and hanging out. It's a thing, especially on YouTube. So should we do that? We could do it on YouTube instead of Facebook. We could do it all on Facebook.
I feel like let's do the whole thing here.
But this is becoming a very long video. So
Right, but
I'm
they're
just
here.
like,
They're with us.
That's true.
They're
Okay.
with us.
Well, I would like a vote from the audience. So please write in the comments section if you feel strongly one way or another. Would you like to do us to make a long continuous video? Or should we break it up and finish the recipe and then do the mukbang afterwards? I'd love to hear. And if you've never watched a mukbang before, you're gonna get the opportunity. So let us know. Okay. Ooh, Oni's voted for separate. Pat said same video.
Come here.
So this is tough. Yes, Brian, Mildred, the squirrel. We have. Hey, what's going on with the timing of this?
She's
I'm
got to get put
hungry.
We
outside.
got a few more minutes.
Okay,
So
so
we blend the.
She's gotta get
corn.
put outside.
It's just
Cool.
cooling. Are you sure?
Yes.
I thought it had.
And then we blend
Oh,
it.
it cools and then you do the potatoes. I love how I asked, "Are you sure?" to like somebody much more experienced in the kitchen. Okay. Bay leaf. Okay, great. So we have everything ready. We have reserved potatoes, which Jason keeps eating. We have
After.
another bag
Love
of
it.
organic corn, a bay leaf, and then half of the chopped mint. And the mint has been chopped.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. So we have a few more minutes. How much longer? Should we chat a little bit? Should we do a Q&A?
I feel
Does
like we
anybody
can
have
just-
any questions?
I feel like we can just do it, man.
You want to just do it
Yeah.
now? You don't feel like waiting? Because
No.
honestly, I feel like the
We can
smell,
do
the
this.
aroma is making me very, very
Yeah.
hungry
Okay,
right
so
now. It's
how
kind of
much, am I doing
painful.
half of it, or how much does it say?
All of it.
Okay.
All of it.
Yeah.
So we have 2 votes for doing the mukbang in the same video and 1 vote
That's cool.
for doing it separate. So
Blend
if
it.
you
We
feel
can
strongly,
trade it.
if you're watching,
Cool.
let us know. There's at least 14 of you watching
And then
right
add the
now.
potatoes,
So I'd love to hear from you. Would you like to end the recipe
and then you
and
pour
end the
it.
video, or end the recipe and then watch us enjoy the food, which is also known
What's
on
up?
YouTube and other platforms
I think so.
as a mukbang? So I'd love your opinion. Just write same or separate in the comment section so we can get a show of hands and see how you feel about that.
Get a shot of this.
All right, yes, let's get this more behind the scenes of what's going on here. Okay, what's happening over here, Jason?
I'm just pouring the soup into the blend tech and trying not to splash myself with hotness. And Melissa's helping me with the lid.
So don't try this at home. Look at. I need to go to the wide shot for this because this is very amusing.
This is why a third hand would be amazing in life. You know what I mean?
This is why I need 3 people for a live video.
Yes, exactly. I know. Even though I'm not helping. Okay, it smells so incredible.
Excellent work, Melissa.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so don't try this at home. You should definitely wait till it cools. That's probably why they said that. Jason's got his uber fancy blend tech. You do not need a blender quite this fancy. You could use, most blenders I think could do this.
Yeah.
Could handle this job. But one of the things that's nice is Jason's blend tech is very quiet.
Well, the thing is, it is normally, but for hot recipes, I need to hold the towel over the top so it doesn't explode.
It is going to get very loud.
So, am I going for chunky or completely smooth? What is the direction?
A little bit of both. Creamy yet chunky.
Creamy yet chunky. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pulse it then.
Okay, so everyone, turn the volume down for a moment.
Remove the center
Or I might be able to do that. Hold on, let me pull up my controls.
Cover the hole with the folded paper.
I'm gonna mute it while you're blending, okay?
Ready?
And maybe
So
can you
mute
do
it.
like some miming? Miming while this. Okay, it's going on mute right now. Nothing's wrong with your computers. It's just muting for blending. Okay.
So,
Is that the magic number?
that is the magic it is today.
That actually wasn't that loud.
Are we
No.
off mute?
Yeah, we're off mute now.
Okay, so it looks chunky but also smooth at the same time. Because we do want this to be creamy but also have some heft to it. What do you guys think? Should I do a little bit more?
Well, the potatoes are gonna give it some heft, and we're adding more corn, so I think that's good. I don't need it ultra creamy.
I can't see anything. I see corn foam.
I see corn.
Corn foam.
Corn
then that's
foam.
probably a sign that we should stop.
Okay,
I think.
done. So pulsed 7 times.
Okay.
Now we're going to add it back into the stock pot. Got it?
Hold on. There you go.
Is that the next step?
Yes.
Cool.
Sorry.
Whoa. Ooh.
Creamy yet chunky.
It smells so good.
Add the potatoes.
Add the potatoes.
The remaining bag of corn, 2.5 cups.
Excellent. All the potatoes going in the deep end. Whee!
Oh my gosh! Waste.
For the dog.
Yeah, Bella will eat that.
Bella will eat those.
Okay, so next up we have the other bag of organic frozen corn.
Let's actually get those.
Again, you could use, Melissa.
Let's get those off the floor already. Let me get these off the floor so we don't create mashed potatoes.
Yum.
Okay. So adding in, you could use
Oh
fresh
my God.
corn if you want.
This is going to be so good.
I know, this looks, I think the name
Oh.
coconut crack is going
So
to
much
do this
corn, I need a
recipe
digestion.
justice. Okay.
I need a digestive enzyme.
Yeah, we're definitely
I'm putting in an organic bay leaf.
Okay, got it. And Melissa, can you explain why bay leaves? What do they do?
They give a delicious flavor. You put the bay leaf in there, then you be sure to pick it out before you eat it, so you're not eating the leaf. Like at Chipotle, when people were finding them in their rice and freaking out.
Oh, yeah.
They were eating the leaves.
That's
It's just amazing.
amazing.
Oh my God! Look how, dude, this is dense.
It's really good in soup.
This is a 4-hour workout, you guys. This is a. Got to bring this back up to heat.
Isn't there one more thing? Is it the chilies that go in?
The chilies
Those
are for
are pretty
garnish.
bland.
But it
Oh,
says bay leaf
a little bit
and
of
the
mint.
mint. Okay, so we
Half
have
of the
some
chopped mint.
very finely, expertly chopped mint here.
Fresh from Whitney's garden.
Yeah, this came
Ooh,
from my garden.
Really?
Yes.
And we think it's spearmint.
Yeah, so be gentle depending on what type of mint you're using. You don't want to put too much. I'm curious what that's going to taste like in there. All right, so we're getting a lot of requests for the mukbang, the food tasting portion of this to be, or the food conversation, because we will taste it, but then we'll sit down and we'll actually eat it. And some people aren't cool with that, so you can always leave. You don't have to watch this. eat the food. But if you enjoy that, some people, actually many people really enjoy that. It's very popular on YouTube. So we're going to do that. We're going to put it in bowls and we're going to eat it and we'll talk about it. And we'll just maybe do a Q&A. You can ask us whatever you want. We'll make it interactive so you get to be part of it too. And how long does it need to simmer for?
It doesn't say. It just says bring slowly back to a simmer, stirring often. Discard the bay leaf before serving.
And to accelerate it, because the corn was frozen, I'm just going to put a lid on it.
Okay.
So that we can bring it back up to heat. Because this is a recipe in real time, and I want to taste it sooner than later. You know what I mean?
I feel like this would taste really good with nutritional yeast and some of the hot sauce on top. So in terms of garnish, we've got some Thai or some Serrano chilies. The recipe does call for Thai chilies, but we got this. We couldn't find them, so we got next best thing. You could use jalapenos, probably, really whatever, and you don't have to use these at all if you don't want to. If you're not really into spice. And we're gonna garnish it with that and a little bit of mint, and then sesame oil. Wow, yeah, it's gonna be so good. And then I'll probably add some nutritional yeast. Which would one of you explain nutritional yeast? Because I feel like my explanation might not be so great. What is it?
Delicious flakes that taste like cheese.
That's probably exactly what I would have said.
From my understanding, I think it's grown on molasses, is what I've heard.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
And it's high in B-complex vitamins.
Depends on the brand. Not all brands are high in B12.
Yeah.
But you can check the back because it'll usually say that. So this one is also from Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's, if you have one near you, is a great place to get inexpensive ingredients for things like this.
Yeah.
You probably could have sourced everything from Trader Joe's for this recipe
And for the lingo,
and kept it very inexpensive.
If you hear on the internet, the interwebs, and the social media platforms, people talking about nooch, N-O-O-C-H, that is an abbreviated term for nutritional yeast.
But how many people still use that term?
A lot of people still use
I still
nooch.
use it.
Really?
I just learned what it was like a year and a half ago, and I've been vegan for 13 years.
Oh my.
What is nooch?
So if you hear nooch, they mean nutritional yeast.
Yeah, you know how people like to, like soups, like people, instead of super, they're like
Or
soup.
vegs.
Vegs.
How long have you been vegs?
No one's ever asked me.
Really? How long have you been vegs? 13 years? Oh my god. I just celebrated 20. High five, Mom. High five.
Is your mom still here? Okay.
Yeah.
And Ashley asked, what are we making? So you can go back to the beginning of this video. We are making what is known as the spicy coconut corn crack from the Wicked Healthy Cookbook by Chad Sarno, Derek Sarno, and David. How do you pronounce his last name?
Joachim, I think. I don't know.
Maybe Harrelson.
Is that his brother? That is his brother.
No, it is a different person.
But his brother's in this book. Why isn't his name on here?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him.
I don't. Derek, Chad,
We
what's
don't have
up?
pictures on the back.
What's up with this?
Derek.
We don't know
I
what they
know,
look like.
Derek. Jeez.
There they are. Look at them fellas.
They're very good-looking men, and they're very nice and fun.
And very
and
married.
Well, no, Derek's not married.
No, Derek
But
is-
Chad just had a second child. And I know,
And
when
you know
we're
what?
like, Derek.
And he looks amazing, honestly. He did. I mean, it's like that whole like half seahorse, half human thing really worked out.
Derek is very private, so I'm not. Well, I feel like he'd be upset that I just mentioned it. But no, they're really all amazing.
DaveVeganChef.com.
Well,
That's a great idea.
Jason also is single vegan chef here, ladies. So you know,
With the French Bulldog.
yeah,
And a nice kitchen.
yeah. So
Keep going. Keep going.
We can go on and on, but is the food ready? Yeah, that's what I really want to know. That's what I would really like to know.
I think we're going to give it 1 more minute on full bore because I want to make sure that that corn is like good to go. But
And where are the digestive enzymes?
I know. We're all going to need them. This is so much more.
And can you tell us more about the digestive enzymes? Because they have changed my life. That and probiotics, highly recommended for digestive health. And I'm sensitive to corn, so I will be taking one of these. Jason is an ambassador, is
Yes.
that a right term for Sun Warrior?
Correct.
And swears by these enzymes. So I will link to these in the video, and along with anything else we mentioned, so if anyone else wants to check out items like this.
yeah, so the idea is that when you have raw food, the principle of all why a lot of people eat raw food is it has the enzymes inherent in the food to help you digest the food there. When you cook food, no, I'm going to have more than one.
Okay.
When you
It says just take one, but
Yeah, I
if you
don't
want,
believe
you
it.
can take two.
Oh.
We're eating 2 bags
Do you
of
want?
corn.
Yeah.
I'll take 2.
That's true.
So,
That's like almost a bag of corn each.
so the idea,
That's a lot.
the idea is that the enzymes you have in digestive enzymes actually help you to digest and break down the food. So I know these have like lipase, amylase, protease, like all the major digestive enzymes in them. And they were actually, for those of you into raw vegan lore, there's a guy named Dr. Viktoras Kulvinskas who studied with Dr. Ann Wigmore at the Hippocrates Health Institute years ago. He's like one of the fathers of the raw vegan movement. He actually developed these enzymes for Sun Warrior himself.
Oh, I did not know.
So there's a lot of knowledge in these enzymes, and there's a lot of like expert formulation, which is another reason why I like them, and they work.
I've never had these. I'm excited to try them.
Mm-hmm. If you're just joining us, we are not taking illegal drugs.
We're taking supplements. Okay. How far away are we from?
I think we can
Where
rock
are
it.
you got the serving bowls. You've
Yeah,
got
I think we can rock and roll. It's
really
still
good
rolling
spoons.
boil.
Are these the spoons that you bought in Detroit that one time?
Yes.
Buzz spoons, right?
Yes.
They're a little small, but whatever.
We should each get our own ladle.
I know.
Big
I
spoonfuls.
know. This is really exciting.
Okay, so
Okay. I apologize to anyone who's feeling really hungry, but it's worse here. If you were here, even though we're about to eat it, it's been almost, how long has it been? Yeah, almost an hour of salivating over all the delicious smells in here. So already I can say that I recommend this recipe. I definitely recommend the book that we've been talking about today, which again, our friends, the Wicked Healthy Cookbook. And let me get a close-up of serving all of this. I will be linking to all the different products.
Link it.
Look at that. Oh, you're gonna do the
I'm gonna do the whole thing.
toppings. Whose bowl is this? Is this yours? Is it a serve yourself?
I'm gonna.
So
I'm
tell them
playing
what
with
you're
you guys.
doing here now.
A little bit of sesame oil on top.
Excellent.
A little sesame oil drizzle, tiny bit of mint, and then some of the. These are like what are these Serranos type
Yeah.
chilies?
Serranos.
Not too many. I mean, a few on top, but
And should we do some ninja squirrel and nooch as well?
why not?
Which is complete. All of this is optional. So show them everybody what we're using. Okay.
Chili first.
So this is formulated by Derek, so we gotta give him a shout out for that. Beautiful.
And where's the new chat?
Right here.
We do
And
those
some
Frenchies.
nooch, aka.
Dude, that is gorgeous.
That is gorgeous. I feel like we were gonna do a little photo shoot as well.
I don't want to cover up the beauty too much, so we're just gonna do a little bit of nooch.
Well, Melissa, will you take some photos?
Wow, that's great. I feel like that might want to be like the master. Wow, look at that.
Oh,
That's so
purple.
pretty. So
She's
pretty.
so pretty. Micro pretty.
All right, so while you guys are photographing that, I will dole out the other bowls of soup. But that
So
is
do whatever
that
you
is
would like
gorgeous.
with that, Melissa. You can take it to the other table if you want. Melissa will
I don't want
do some.
any sriracha.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Spice, baby.
Cool.
Okay, so no chilies either.
Sure.
Do you want chilies or no?
Yeah, do them.
Okay.
Do 'em.
Pick 'em up.
Do them. So this one can be Melissa's. And this is behind the scenes. Melissa
yes to chilies.
is doing
Yeah.
some
Yes to nooch.
Instagramming in the background. You know how it goes.
This is how we do
Cut the hour light,
it.
doesn't it go outside?
Yeah, the light. There's the overhead lighting.
Na, 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 na. This,
So
I'm
if you
so
don't like-
excited for this.
I'm so excited too. If you don't like spice, you can leave out. She didn't want the chilies. Is this hers or mine?
Oh, she didn't want the chilies?
No.
I thought she
So
said
this
yes.
can be mine then. You did say yes to chilies?
I'll see whatever you give me.
Okay.
There's no sriracha.
You don't have to mix them in. You can always pick them out.
That's so pretty. It's so pretty.
I got a great shot here with Bella in the back just staring at me.
Oh.
You want to?
Wait, let me see. I don't think the camera will reach, but can we see on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's incredible.
Oh, that's amazing.
She wants it so bad.
That's so good. Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, load it up for me. Not too spicy, but I'll definitely take the sriracha. The ninja squirrel. Ninja.
Ninja. Okay, the sesame oil. Little sriracha.
Oh, that smells.
Well, that's a good looking bowl.
I know that bowl. Are you jealous? Ooh, yeah, I think I might have gotten the best bowl. And how much is left? There's a good amount left.
Mm-hmm.
I still feel like we could polish this off tonight. To be
Oh,
honest.
I think it will be polished.
Yeah, I think this is definitely 4 servings, right? Don't you think?
Oh man.
I think 4 servings, 4 big bowl servings is very
Okay,
accurate.
so are we ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna set up the camera. So let's see.
So do Whitney's. That's yours. I'll go grab mine
This is
from the
gonna take a
table.
moment. So I'll put this here. You can follow along. So for those of you who are not interested, you may want to leave because we're going to do our mukbang, which is us just hanging out and eating it and talking. This part is optional. The recipe is over. But now you get to see, oh, okay, hold on. This is a little challenging. Jason, if you could assist me
Yes.
with maybe that and bring, that's the camera we're going to use for the table. So together.
Where are we bringing it? I thought we were eating it.
We're eating it there? We're
Well,
going to sit down.
oh, well then I need to clear
What
out
kind of a
the
mukbang do you do when you're standing?
You gotta move all this stuff.
Amateurs. Whatever.
Wow, these Hollywood directors, so demanding.
The food smells so good. I'm just, you know, hangry at the moment. All I can think about is how good this smells and looks.
Oh shoot.
Uh-oh.
Just a soda.
Breaking the soda stream.
You better not be.
Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun. Where do you want it?
We're, no, oh, yes, we should get Bella in the background. No, you were going in the right direction.
Okay.
Oops, oh yeah. Can you, thank you, Melissa. See, it takes a number of
You wanna
people,
set
and
it
then,
down here?
yeah, put the computer there. Or I'll put it here because I'm probably gonna have to read the comments. So, there we go. Maybe we'll do a couple different angles here as well. Lots of behind the scenes happening. This is kind of cool. Hi, Bella. Oh. All right.
Like, this camera?
What's that?
This camera?
Yep. Oh, we can keep everything as is. All right. I think maybe I'll sit over here. I think we should all sit on this side. Then it looks really a mukbang.
I'm gonna scoot in this over here.
I've actually never really done one before.
Okay, we got her.
So, it's going to be really interesting. This is fun.
Come on.
How many of you have been watching the entire time? That's what I'm curious about.
Okay. You want some potato?
I think you gotta back it up. See how this is. All right. The moment has
What?
come.
Oh wait, are we all gonna do it simultaneous?
Should we? Look at
It
this
smells so
angle.
good, the sesame oil. Ooh.
I love these multiple camera angles.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all ready for this?
Stir it up.
Top jam, that's an
Okay, wait. All of a sudden the angle doesn't look right. Wait.
Yes.
Let me move this over. There we go.
Yay.
Oh,
Let's just go with it.
hold on. Let me fix one thing.
Now my hanger's kicking in.
No. And now you guys are getting. Does that look better? A little bit closer.
You just can't see the food.
That's okay. I can do this. There, now we can see it.
That's good.
All right. So if you're just joining, we could have the book out. We'll get the book later. We are now finally enjoying the efforts of mostly their labor. And again, my name is Whitney. This is Eco Vegan Gal, the page that you're watching on. Jason Wrobel, Melissa from Forkin Plants, and this lovely recipe we kind of collectively created, or
We executed.
executed, yes. Thanks to Chad and Derek Sarno and their brother, whose name I really...
Let's eat this food.
Okay, but I just want
Enough.
to make sure that people acknowledge if they're just tuning in. This is from the Wicked Healthy Cookbook. Okay. Should we take a sign? We're all going to bite at the same time?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, go.
That was a good slurp. That was a little spicy. That was a very good slurp. Okay.
Survey says
It's damn good.
it's so spicy. Oh, because of the pepper?
I don't know.
Or because, no, you added in that pepper earlier, and she was like, can you please not put that in?
I had like
I did?
17 hot peppers in it.
Oh, that. And we did half the amount.
Just hit the back of my throat. My eyes are watering.
Okay, so lesson learned. You actually, Jason, gave us not just red peppers, but it was like a bunch of crushed dried peppers.
It was like 100% ghost pepper.
Stop.
No, it was not. There was no ghost pepper in there, Melissa.
Oh, no. Well, I wish it's that bad.
No, I'm kidding. I just need my water.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I might as well.
We do have some oat milk in the fridge. So one great thing that you could do, which we learned the hard way, is that when you eat something really spicy, don't drink water. Drink something fatty like milk. Wow, even you?
No, it's good.
I don't think it's that
It's
spicy.
good. It's good.
But it's also hot. It's spicy hot and it's temperature hot.
The spiciness is great. It's burning my mouth.
I see, because he's so hangry right now that he can't wait.
Yes.
I would also point out, it does not have to be spicy. You can leave out the chilies, you can leave out the red pepper. Remember that he used a stronger pepper. So I don't want this to
really good,
discourage anybody. Yeah, I can see why this is called crack. And I think also it's going to taste even better when it has marinated longer, basically.
Yeah,
simmered longer.
Yeah.
Like if you
The
have it the
next day
next
always
day,
tastes
it
better.
probably tastes
Exactly.
incredible. I don't think this is
Exactly.
going to last to the next day because I haven't eaten in like at least 5 or 6 hours. And so I feel really, really hungry. And all I had was salad
Whoa.
earlier, so.
I just got one of the Thai chilies.
It's a Serrano.
Serrano.
Oh, man. Our Serrano chili.
So I'm going to avoid that.
Yeah, you
They're really that
don't
hot.
go down that. No, it's like a quick little like for about 3 seconds. It's like I got your tongue, and then it dissipates. It's not like the Serrano is not like a hot pepper that's gonna hang around and like to destroy your entire evening, but it is gonna like give you a roundhouse kick in the mouth and then walk away and be like, I told you so.
Okay, so now that we're officially in the mukbang part of this video, we can also do a Q&A. We can talk about whatever. So if you're watching live, write us in some questions.
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching the recording, you don't have to miss out. You can ask us questions anytime. You can private message any of us. You can comment on this video. We'll get back to you. We're here to support you in making plant-based eating easier and fun and demystifying anything.
Freaking delicious.
Yeah. Well, that we should really give the credit to the Sarnos for making this delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. If I got this at a restaurant, I'd be very, very satisfied.
Yeah, I know they call it coconut corn crack, but it is like a chowder. I mean, it's like it's the chunk
Chowder.
and the chowder. It's like the density level of like a really hearty chowder.
And it doesn't really taste like coconut if anyone doesn't like coconut. It doesn't have a strong coconut flavor
It's
at
more
all.
potato and corn, and it's just like you use coconut milk in it. But although I will say this, have you two experienced this? I love coconut, and I love coconut milk as a nice alternative to dairy milk from cows. So I don't notice the coconut flavor from coconut milk unless I'm using the can. If I'm using it from a container, I don't notice it. And same with ice cream. You can get really good plant-based ice cream made from coconuts. I don't detect the coconut flavor in it. I'm usually thinking about whatever else is in it, vanilla, chocolate, peanut butter, whatever's in there. But some people are so hypersensitive to coconut, they probably would really taste the coconut in this.
Right.
Have you noticed that?
I've noticed that some people, can really like hone in on coconut flavor. The only time I ever detect it is, say, if I am doing, say, a savory recipe that doesn't really call for coconut oil, but I use coconut oil anyway. And coconut oil, if not used in the right context, can take over flavor-wise.
But doesn't it depend if it's refined or unrefined? Mm-hmm. Unrefined tastes like coconut, right? Refined generally has a very subtle
flavor.
Right.
But even refined, you feel like can still.
Yeah, and I use it like if I'm making like say an Italian recipe, and instead of using like an olive oil or grapeseed oil, I use coconut oil, and you're like, why does this focaccia taste like coconut? Like, there's certain contexts where I just don't think coconut oil is appropriate for that reason. My nose is running so hard right now. I gotta go.
Aren't you glad I only put half a tablespoon of those chili peppers in?
And will you please get us some napkins or paper towel, something. This is so
and some more chowder while you're up.
Wow. So thanks to Barbara who's watching. Oni, Max, Brian says, it's a personal preference. Some like mukbang standing up, some like mukbang on a table. Oh, I didn't know that you were a mukbang or mukbang expert, Brian. Have you ever done one of those? Brian Patton is another wonderful vegan chef. He does great videos, very entertaining, very talented. Stephanie was here.
Is my mom still on the feed?
I don't know. I haven't heard from your mom in a little bit, but she did say, the last comment was, yeah, the 20, and I have no idea what she was talking about. Yeah, the 20? Is that like some code language from your mom?
As in the number 20? Yeah, the 20. If you're on mom still, will you clarify what you meant? I don't know. Yeah, the 20. Do it.
Oh, I don't know what she means by that. I didn't think. What was
20? I don't know. That's some weird like cryptic language from my mom. That's very entertaining to you, apparently.
You should text her. Be like, Mom, what the hell?
She's probably still here, so hopefully she'll clarify. Because I think, 20. She said 20 years vegan.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So this month I'm gonna do the obligatory Instagram, Facebook, Twitter post, but I'm also gonna do a video of the top. You're so funny. Of the top 20 things that I learned in 20 years of veganism. So this month, 20 years ago in 1998, my mom and I both decided to be vegan.
Yeah, that's gonna be. I hope that comes back around as an inside joke. It's kind of like that one live video.
Yeah, the 20. Yeah.
Can we get a shirt that says "Yeah, the 20" on it? Who would buy that? We'll get it for your mom as like a gift, and she'll be like.
No, we track down. We keep a database of anybody who's vegan 20 plus years, and on the date of their 20th anniversary, we show up their door and give them the shirt. Yeah, the 20.
And just disappear.
It's like a secret cabal, like a secret club.
Or we can get Jackie from Beat by Boot, or whatever I said earlier, to make a reversible shirt, and it would say like vegan for 20 years, and the inside it would say yeah, the 20. It'd be like a really like an inside joke.
Well, there is that one shirt, I don't know who makes it, that says vegan before it was cool.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because in the 90s, veganism was not at all cool. No, you were like in a cult.
Is it just me, or does this keep getting better and better?
Keeps getting spicier, but yeah, it's delicious.
Mine doesn't feel that spicy. I think I lucked out. You know,
I'm just a baby.
Some people get this, this happens with what are the chilies that you have at restaurants that they grill up? They're like the long chilies. So you get like the salt on top of them.
Oh, those are
shishito peppers?
Yeah. Those are a gamble. You never know which one's going to be hot. Sometimes they're very mild, and sometimes you...
Same thing with jalapeno poppers. Sometimes you can have a batch of jalapeno poppers, and you'll get cocky, right? You'll get like 6 deep, and you're like, I got these. And then the 7th one will just blow your head off. You'll just be like, Wah!
Like that emoji. Okay. And then we have Ani, who's Bonnie without the B, which I like. But I was going to say something related to that 20 years
I was going to sing her...
Oh, no, I was going to... Oh, I'd like to hear a song.
No, go ahead.
But first, speaking of songs, this actually does tie in, is when you made that...
I don't want to accidentally eat them.
Wow, okay.
Friendship.
We were doing a live video last year, and somebody in the comments section was like encouraging Jason to make a song or something, and she wrote goji bear teas instead of goji berries.
And Jason came up with one of my favorite songs that he's ever done called Goji Berti.
It's one of the greatest live videos ever. You can still find it if you scroll down my page, which is Jason Wrobel Official, and you go back to like last fall, you will still see it there. Like, it is one of the greatest live videos ever. We went on, that was like 90 minutes of me making songs for an hour and a half.
I love that
It was
video.
insane.
It's very, very good. If I remember,
insane.
I'll put it in the description of this video. That was a very good one. But you were going to sing a song for Bonnie without a B. Ani with... Yeah, anyway.
My Ani lies over the ocean. My Ani lies over the sea. My Ani lies over the ocean. So don't mess with my Ani and me.
It's not his best, but...
You've heard
I've seen
that.
better.
Yeah.
Okay, I also want to say you win the award for eating your food the fastest. That doesn't mean that you can have more food than all of us, because you got to save. It's got to be equal amounts, because I'm gonna want more. I'm not even done, and I know I want more. It's so good.
That's why I haven't been talking that much. I'm like squirreling it away like Gollum. I'm soup Gollum.
Precious soups. Oh, Ani says that Ani is a fan of the Goji Birdies video as well, apparently.
Oh, wow, you guys remember the Goji Bertie's video? Wow. That means a lot that you guys actually remember like specific live videos from last year. Like that, honestly, that's amazing. That's amazing.
You have a good collection. And Melissa, how many live videos have you done?
I've done one before this.
Yay!
It was last week, very impromptu. I had no idea what I was doing in the first 15 seconds. I'm just staring at my phone like doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it was great.
Here comes the ice cream truck.
It hasn't left. Just been out there all night.
I swear the ice cream person, I don't want to say ice cream man, ice cream person, just like probably sleeps in the back of their truck at the end of my block and just like 7 a.m. Let's go. Let's go, another day, another dollar.
How many people get ice cream? Like, can it really be worth all that gas? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what the P&L sheets look like for an ice cream business. I have no idea.
They're going like 2 miles per hour.
I still feel like if someone, and I know Rachel Carr, who's another vegan chef in LA, she attempted this like she actually did it 7 years ago. She would go to First Fridays in Venice Beach and also downtown LA Art Walk. She had a dedicated like 1960s mail truck that she converted to a vegan ice cream truck. And I don't know why it didn't like catch on or last.
I've never even heard of it.
That's what I mean. But I feel like if someone in LA were to legit do a dedicated vegan ice cream truck with not just like hard scoop ice cream, but like popsicles, like vegan they would crush.
Ninja Turtle faces?
Crush. Because that's a year-round, in California, that's a year-round business.
I have two
Year-round
questions.
business. I'm not going to do it.
Two questions for you on the topic of
Brian?
The sexy vegan truck?
Brian, sexy vegan truck.
Well, remember when Allende wanted to do the mac and cheese truck?
Right.
That would have been dope.
Right.
But now the mac and cheese is at Whole Foods in Southern California.
Yeah, he decided to take over the Whole Foods hot bar instead.
But first of all, I do want to say that there are trucks that have vegan ice cream, such as the Van Leeuwen truck.
Yeah.
I assume that's still around. In LA, we're very spoiled.
Divine Dips has a truck?
I think New York probably has, and Portland, like some of the major, very vegan-friendly cities probably have, not exclusively ice cream trucks.
No, Divine Dips is.
Oh, that's true.
Because they show up at the festivals.
That's
they have
true.
a fully vegan ice
So
cream
these
truck.
do exist, but not in like the classic sense of like the one outside.
Like playing jams, like rolling around, like there'd be like disco lights inside the truck.
Do you really consider the ice cream truck sound to be a jam?
No, but I'd play like slide, slippity slide. If you
You'd be a
say it's do or die.
Can you please do a video?
Fantastic voyage. Like I'd play jams like
Can
that.
we go rent an ice cream truck and for just one day, and we do a video of you
Veganize it.
as a vegan ice cream truck man?
That would be such a fun day.
Amazing. We're putting up the Kickstarter for that tomorrow. The
You probably go take that guy's out there. He's probably.
I know. What if you do? What did you do?
Hijack his truck.
Excuse me, sir. I don't want to buy any ice cream, but I just wondered, could I borrow this and like completely revamp it? He might say yeah. He or she. Okay, but serious questions for you two and for the audience out there. So be prepared to comment because I'd love to hear from you. Question number 1 is have you ever chased after an ice cream truck?
Yeah.
And question number 2, I love that was instant answer. And number 2, what was your favorite ice cream before you went vegan from the ice cream truck?
Oh my god, I know this.
Okay.
Choco tacos, absolutely. I
Choco
miss them
tacos?
so bad.
That's probably right. And okay, also third question. So for each of you, have you ever run after an ice cream truck? What was your favorite ice cream pre-vegan, or if you're not vegan right now? Nostalgia. Unless there might be like some 10-year-olds watching. But also third. Oh, where was the ice cream truck in your town? Did it come down your street? Was it parked somewhere? Like, okay, I'll start with this. I don't recall ever chasing after an ice cream truck. I think maybe I probably was a Choco Taco girl too. It's very vague. What I remember from the ice cream truck is they had candy, and they had those really sour heads. Is that what they were called?
Sour Patch Kids?
No, not Sour Patch Kids. They were hot. They were hot candies that you put in your mouth, and you had to wait to see how long you could hold them in your mouth till you couldn't stand it anymore. Nobody.
The hard circles.
Yeah, they're hard
really
circles.
Sour.
They're like sour heads.
They're
or
like
something.
bright blue.
Yeah, and so you had to. You had to hold them in your mouth for a long time.
They're kind of gritty.
Like, I think that's what I remember for some reason. I remember the Choco Taco, but I don't know if I got that excited about ice cream. I remember the Ninja Turtles were cool too. There's, they've been kind of some cool options. But I remember my ice cream truck in my small town in Massachusetts was at the beach. It didn't go down the streets because I lived in a very residential town. It was at the beach. Well, no, I mean, like, they were like snobby about that. The residents didn't want the ice cream truck going down the street.
They banned the ice cream truck.
I don't know if they did. There's probably some stupid rule, but it was at the beach. Like, we had this pond. Actually, it was like a beach with a pond with sand that everybody would go to in the summer, and they would park the ice cream truck in the driveway to this little beach area, and that's where I would get the ice cream.
Oh, that's the one. Okay, I was looking. I couldn't remember the favorite.
But in the meantime, Melissa,
yes.
A, you said you have chased after an ice cream truck.
I have.
B, Choco Taco.
Choco Taco.
And C, where was the ice cream truck? Did it come by your house?
Yeah, it drove down our street. Wow. So we lived on a really busy street, and it just drove down, and it would stop.
In Wisconsin.
Yeah. In Milwaukee.
So you would hear it, and as a kid, what was the experience? Did you run and grab your money?
Had to go run and ask my parents for money.
That's what it is. You hit up mom.
That's what I remember.
A lot of times they were like, nope.
She'd be on mom, and I'd be like, give me that money.
Really?
No, I don't know if I would. I don't know. My mom's on the feed. I don't know how did I hit you up for ice cream? I don't know. You tell. I have a vague memory. I just know that the money just appeared. The bank of mom.
Get all your birthday money out.
Your mom's very sweet and generous. My mom is a total no way type of
I was gonna say, where's this going?
No, but I mean, she's not gonna just give me money for ice cream truck. That's not the way she was. But maybe my dad probably would have. It would be 50-50 chance. But I didn't get that experience of the coming down my street.
Dude,
That must have been so bad. Did it come down your street?
All the time. Yeah, because I grew up in Detroit, and I grew up in a pretty whatever busy part of Detroit in a neighborhood, and yeah, the ice cream man would come all the time. Mm-hmm. All the time. And what did you say your favorite one was? The Choco Taco? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I couldn't, so there were two, and it's been so long I couldn't remember the name of my favorite one. So the first one that came to mind is a screwball. And that was the cone-shaped one with the gumball on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see this.
That was cool.
The gumball was on the bottom, so you'd scoop out the stuff, and then the gumball would be at the very bottom. So I loved the screwball. And then what was the other one? That was, it was a hard cone. Right? It was a hard cone, but it was covered in chocolate and had the vanilla ice cream in the center. What was that called?
Drumstick.
With the chocolate in the bottom of the cone.
Dude, and I think there's actually
was ill. If people made a vegan,
they do. I get so fruity.
They had it for years.
Yep. He was so excited until I said toe fruity, and then he's like,
1992 called.
Yeah.
Nope.
Respect to Tofutti, you helped get me through the 90s and a lot of people through the 80s and 90s. But
and now I have a soy intolerance.
But and now it's now I can't have you because it's my body is like.
Did you? This is a really.
I'm probably gonna go out to Whole Foods and buy them tonight.
I don't think
they sell them. Fun? Can we go get ice cream after this?
Dude, let's go. And if they have them, I'm buying them.
I want to bathe in ice cream right now. I'm so sweaty.
I'm gonna bathe.
Oh, we open up the window for the pork grill.
Oh yeah, we
Too many
got
chili peppers.
too many chili peppers.
I think we need to get ice cream after this, and we will probably document it on Instagram story.
Dude, but
There's
I
an ice
live
cream
5 minutes
truck
from
right
Van
outside.
Leeuwen. I live 5 minutes from Van Leeuwen now.
But I want something like a little bit
Junky.
more
More
exciting.
nostalgic?
Yeah.
Chunky.
I mean, Van Leeuwen is great. Highly recommend it
Peddlers.
if you're in Southern.
That's what we got.
I'm very
That's what
picky about
we
ice
got
cream.
downtown, you guys. This is what we got. Downtown Los Angeles.
Well, we could go to Whole Foods. We could go. There's a few different options. We'll do some research.
Ice cream sounds fun.
Yeah, let's definitely do it. Not that. What's that place downtown? Jason lives very close to downtown LA. Don't go stalk him, but you know, there's a lot of people downtown.
Stalk me.
You're not gonna.
I have like 3 wall. I have a compound.
That's true.
So if you wanted to get at me, you'd have to be Deadpool or a Ninja Squirrel.
Or just know how to climb over a gate.
I was thinking they would jump and flip over the gate, but yes, Melissa, they could also.
Anyways, there's also the ice cream shop. There's a lot of ice cream downtown LA. Downtown LA is dope.
Oh, Little Damage you were thinking of.
Yeah, with the charcoal ice
Yeah,
cream.
but I had it, and they had a vegan horchata flavor. No disrespect to Little Damage, you guys are innovative, but they have one vegan flavor, and it was like icy. It was that thing when you go into an ice cream shop and you're like, dope, they have a vegan flavor, and it's got that. It tastes like an icicle, like there's too many ice flakes in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There wasn't enough fat in the ice cream.
There wasn't enough fat.
All right, let's read off some of the responses. Wow, I think only 2 people. Come on, you guys.
Guys!
How many people
Listen,
are watching? Where does
There's
it
at
show
least
you?
13 people watching right now, and you're not going to tell me your ice cream truck story. I really want to hear it. Okay, in the meantime, Ani says, no to chasing moose tracks, aka peanut butter chocolate.
Moose
I am
tracks,
with
dude.
you.
Moose tracks.
I don't remember what moose tracks looks like, but that was on the ice cream truck.
I remember it as like a tub of ice cream.
Yeah. I'm thinking like tub of ice cream, but also oh damn, blueberry cheesecake ice cream was awesome too. But do you guys remember sherbet push-ups?
Oh, dude.
Flintstones.
Dude,
Flintstones.
sherbet push-ups were the best.
They
Yes.
probably got milk.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh man, those
Sherbet.
the Flintstones, the Flintstones
so
push pops.
good.
They were like perfect. The satisfaction of pushing it up from the bottom
And the
Repeat in your hand.
and you like and licking it. I would always lick up the top to level it off and then push it
And
up.
they made it very effortful,
Yes.
so you couldn't like eat the whole thing at once. Like they
Right.
made you like it was effort. You were like, come on, like they forced you to go slow, which was actually kind of smart. But that's so good.
Oh man, and
Dude.
I remember. Oh gosh, those were really.
Orange
Did they
sugar.
have? Was a box a variety pack, or could you buy a particular flavor?
I
as a
just
whole
bought
box?
straight up orange, man.
So you could get a box of just orange.
Yeah, I just bought like straight up orange. I didn't mess with any of the other flavors.
Man, those were good. They were so creamy, and they had the Flintstones on them. There's just something so. I also really loved when Jell-O, for a short amount of time, had the chocolate like Jell-O pudding popsicles.
Oh yeah, those were
Those
legit.
were legit good.
Kind of like a fudgesicle?
No, but they were better than a fudgicle, weren't they? Because the fudgicle is like kind of icy.
Yeah,
But, like-
these were super creamy. What are you doing, honey?
Eating my shoes.
Those were creamy and like, oh, I lived for those for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, those were legit.
Man, this is what I mean. Like, right now, if you go to the frozen food section of most natural groceries, you know it's been around for a really long time. Again, it's like a tofuti lover, but rice dream. They have those rice dream popsicles covered in peanuts.
Oh man, rice.
I would say
dream,
the
dude.
best frozen dessert that's not like in a pint of ice cream is Coconut Bliss. Has the salted caramel pops.
Oh yeah.
Those are very
Dude,
satisfying.
and the Coconut Bliss ice cream sandwiches.
Gluten free. Those.
If you guys have not had them,
Those are
get those
good.
because they're insane.
Those are the new cookie ones that they came out with. And they're gluten free too.
So good.
They're real good.
So, are we really? No, I'm going.
You really want ice
I want to
cream?
go ice cream. We're an hour and a half deep, y'all.
Yeah, we are. So let's go through and make sure we didn't. There's no one that we forgot to address. This is your last chance to get in questions, comments, talk about ice cream with us, ask us about the book, making vegan food. Again, you're on the Eco Vegan Gal page, so you can follow this page. I do live videos all the time. Jason does live videos very frequently on his page, which is linked. And Melissa, this is only her second live video ever, but what do you think?
I like it.
You're a
It's much
natural.
easier with you guys too.
You're a natural at this. So she's got a great Instagram account and filling out Facebook. Now that you know how fancy you
Yeah, I need this
get and-
equipment too. This is amazing.
Yeah, so we're here for you. And if you have any other things. So Sandy said fudgicles. What is wrong? Fudgicles. Wait, that doesn't even sound right.
You're forgetting the S.
Fudgicles.
Fudgesicles.
Creamsicles. Ice cream with sprinkles and a cherry on top. Van Leeuwen, I would say, is probably our best bet for a really good
Come on.
experience.
Yeah, it is. Come
You're
on.
probably right.
Come on.
Got that
And it's five.
What's
five
cubby
minutes.
cone? Cubby cone?
Is that a Chicago thing? Is that a Chicago thing? Like
Small,
the
colorful, boxy trucks. Wow, that's so cool. Brandy said, we didn't have the ice cream trucks in the country, and I hardly ever see them in the city nowadays. Yeah, it's true. You're in an area where it's like a rare find.
It's following me everywhere.
The ice cream truck came all the way from Detroit and was like,
Oh my God.
Not leaving you alone.
The ice cream man's like 80 years old. He was like, I finally found you. I'm vegan. What? I'm vegan now. That breaks my heart. That'd be sad. The ice cream man following
really
all these
sad.
years.
Oh
Just
my
to find
gosh,
out
the
I'm
Bronx.
vegan.
Sandy was in the Bronx, and there weren't. So you did have the trucks. That's why.
Google cubby cone.
Yeah. What is cubby cone? We need to look this up.
What the heck is yeah.
I'm looking over. Lots of great conversation here.
Cubby cone.
So grateful for each of you being here, supporting us,
Cubby
cheering
cone.
us on, chatting with us. I hope that you've enjoyed this. The dish, the spicy coconut corn crack from the Wicked Healthy book. Highly recommend it.
What is?
We cannot figure out what cubby cone is, so maybe that's the wrong name.
Oh,
It's
Cubby
a cat
Cone,
food.
Elkhart, Indiana, frozen yogurt shop. Cubby Cone, is that what you're referring to? It's a yogurt shop in Elkhart, Indiana? That's all that's
No, but we're
coming
in
up.
the Bronx, or was.
I have no idea what Cubby Cone is. This is all that comes up, an image of a
Of a bear ice
of a
cream.
bear ice cream cone. That's what comes up. A bear and an ice
It's
cream
not a
cone.
bear, it's a cub.
A cub.
Thus, cubby cone. I don't know. Well, that'll have
I don't
to
know
be
about
a
some Bronx
mystery.
stuff, you know what I mean? I don't know
So
about
if you've been
Bronx.
watching for a while, I will put links to things that we talked about, except for cubby
Links.
cone, because we can't figure what else that is. But we'll link to the book's already linked. They are linked, so you can go check out their pages. And remember, beyond Facebook, we're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, the usual suspects. So wherever you like to hang out, we are probably there. Each of us are on some level of a mission for helping people understand more about eating plants and living the vegan lifestyle. So if you want to know more, any of us, all of us collectively would love to support you in that. And my big mission is that nobody feels alone or confused, and know that you are supported. And this has been really, really fun. If you would like to see us do this again with another recipe, another cookbook, I think that we should.
Definitely.
I think we're going to do it regardless if you say we should or not.
Do you have recommendations on what
Yes.
book to do or what recipe to do?
And Ani said that she's missing your videos. It's nice to see you, and it's nice to meet you, Melissa. Have you
to
not
meet you, Ani.
been doing as many videos?
I haven't.
Why?
Because I've been busy. I've been taking. It's not
Well,
an excuse. It's not an excuse. I just.
Is busy the right word?
No,
Let's be
I have
honest.
I've been choosing to put my energies into other projects and needed a mental and energetic break from the live videos. But rest assured, I will be starting them up again.
And now that you know this amazing software, I mean, honestly, I've been using this software that I'm using I've been using the software that I've been using. The software you're seeing this through is my favorite, and so I will link to that as well in case any of you also like to make live videos. Highly recommend it. It keeps getting better and better. I use it for YouTube and for Facebook, and I'm just so grateful for it. And I'd be happy to share like what equipment we use, because it's actually all very affordable and easy to set up. So if any of you are interested in doing live videos or stepping up your live video game, part of the work that I do is helping you understand it and make it easier. So feel free to ask me any tech questions. I've got your back there. And Brandy said, that's what I got too, that pic. Oh, when you looked at cubby cones. I know. The mystery continues. We'll try to figure it out. But Sandy, you said, I don't know. He said something about a one-man business and that Lou died a year or two ago. Sometimes it's hard to see what context. Also, I forgot, there's this really cool feature on here that I forgot I could do, but I could highlight the comments.
Oh, that's rad.
Oh.
I wish I had been doing that again, or I've been doing that throughout here, because you can actually like put the comments on the screen. So yeah, I'll add in Sandy's famous comment now about, and look at that photo of Sandy. That's a good photo. I don't know you, Sandy, I don't think, but it's like a good pose. That's you do a good impression of that
Confident.
pose.
He's confident.
Yeah. So if you turn that way, then you're like right above this photo. That's amazing.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so apparently the mystery has been solved. Sandy said that Lou was cubby cone. Wow. What is that, Lou? Who is Lou? Was this in the Bronx? Like, we need to know these things, Sandy. But props to you, your phenomenal profile photo, and introducing us to the mystery of cubby cone. Cubby cone, along with your mom's wonderful comment, which I will highlight because I forgot that I could do this.
So people
This is
watching
the
the
comment.
videos can't see those?
No, well, they can see them on the side, but now this shows up on the screen. It's like burned into it. So yeah, the 20.
Yeah,
That
the
should be
20.
screenshot.
Yeah.
That's going to be our catchphrase. Yeah, the 20.
Yeah, the 20, man.
That's the next live
That's it.
video name.
What if every time you said yeah, you added the 20 at the end, and people were just like, what did you just say? Like, you said it really fast.
20. And then just stare off.
I love humor like this. All thanks to your mom, which she wins for the best comment.
As she does.
And Sandy said, we all had dinner together and said, wait. Yes. Dinner, yes, I recall. Is somebody's phone ringing?
Nope.
It's a plane
Oh,
outside.
It's a
I was
plane.
like, I thought for a
It's a
second.
plane shaped
I thought
like
for
a
a
phone.
second Sandy was calling you to tell you all about cubby cone and all of that. Yes, Sandy. Okay, great. Well,
Let's get some ice cream, guys.
let's get some. We're gonna get some ice cream. If it's really exciting, we'll share it on Instagram.
Yes.
Instagram has this great feature. Oh, I love how I can drag this around on the screen. Instagram has this wonderful feature called Stories. So in addition to posts that you see on Instagram, you can actually click and watch these stories, and that's my favorite way to create on Instagram. So I'm sure that we will be sharing our ice cream adventures
Yes.
tonight. Are you up for this? This is like way past your bedtime, isn't it?
I got a little bit of time
No,
left.
it's only 8:30.
Let's get on with
It's not
it.
late. Okay. Signing off. Thanks again for joining. I'm Whitney from Eco Vegan Gal.
Melissa from Forkin Plants.
Jason Wrobel from Jason Wrobel.
Huge shout out to the Sarno brothers for writing the phenomenal Wicked Healthy book. Would you grab it?
Yes.
Just for one last shot. That's the whole reason we made this video, was due to the wonderful Sarno brothers, who we are blessed to know. And this is one of the most beautiful cookbooks I've seen in a while. I think this is right up Susan Wrobel's alley.
She'll be getting a copy.
Oh, will she? Well, can you show them a few pages? The photos are insane.
Show them the poutine. That's what we wanted to make too. That was so good.
Maybe we'll have to make that as well. It was really challenging to pick a recipe because everything is so innovative.
Good God.
We almost made this one the smoky poutine, and then we decided that the coconut corn crack sounded a little bit more interesting and unique, but that looks so good. And that's Derek in that photo too, one of the Sarnos himself. So yes, it's a great book. It's got pictures of squirrels in it. It's got lots of instructions. It's funny. It's got great stories in it about why they came up with the recipes. I love this book.
So sexy.
It's so wonderful. So congrats. If
Yeah,
you guys are
props to you
watching. I
guys.
don't know if they watched the entire video, but
Props to you
listen,
guys.
Thank you so
A
much.
masterful cookbook.
Thank you for you two being part of this.
Thanks
and,
for blessing my house with
for being
amazing
our host.
fun and joyfulness
Yeah.
and great flavor.
All right. Well, I'll see you soon for another live video. Hopefully, Jason will be back doing Facebook Live soon, and
will.
Melissa will perhaps be
Maybe I'll start
doing this more
I don't
often,
know.
making her delicious creations because she's both of them are so talented. I'm blessed to know you two, and whenever you share things with me.
Love you.
Okay. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Peace.